What is good, my people, my peeps? I am back. I'm back. I know we had some issues. You don't have to clap. Hey, calm down. Calm down. Thank you. Thank you anyway. I'm back. Yes, I know we were having some technical difficulties, but a sister is back and we're gonna continue with the message. Okay, so a lot of you guys know that I was supposed to be going down to Dallas to meet up with Ringo and not Ringo, Rollo and oh goodness, wait a minute, somebody talking about me? No, what? That name just came out. No, I'm just playing. Rollo, Selena, and I believe Forever Studios was supposed to be coming, but I don't know. But nevertheless, I had to, because I'm a woman of my words. And so I had to hit up Rollo early because I know he would. Hey, trending with shares. I see you down there. Um, yeah, so we've been talking, offline, and we were making this trip. Well, he's making a trip. Rollo is making a trip to Dallas at the end of the month, and I really wanted to be there, but circumstances are preventing me from showing up on that trip. And so offline, you know, Rollo was like, well, if you can't make it, let a brother know ahead of time, and he understands if a sister can't make it or whatever might come up, but just let him know ahead of time. I was like, okay. Now he said, he was coming anyway, not that he was coming to see me in particular. Okay. Um, and so, and so, what you saying, Trina, was yours? Hold on. Let me get y'all up, get this up here. I'm happy for y'all. I'm not gonna be up in Dallas though. That's the sad thing. Boo, let me cry. I won't be able to make it to this Dallas trip because of um financial obligations. I just have to make it plain. Financial obligations is going to be keeping me taking care of business. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I gotta clear it up. We can't have no craziness floating on these YouTube streets. I'm about them receipts too. You know what I'm saying? Yes, honey. Yes, honey. I'm about them YouTube receipts too. Woo! Yes, indeed. Okay. So let's get into it. So I was supposed to meet them up there in Dallas. But it wasn't that it was a special trip, okay? And so Rollo, he let us know his date and everything like that. And I hit him up and I was like, yeah, sister, you can't make it. Won't be able to make it. Financial obligations, yada, yada, yada. And that is that. But in the meantime, in between time, um, I wanted to go there to kind of also reminisce on the past. What you are looking at on the screen do y'all see that? That is actually from the studio set that I used to work on. It says, what does it say? It says Dallas, right? Yes, I used to film on the TV show Dallas. What you say? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. I used to actually film on the TV show Dallas, and what you say? I was happy I got my refund. No cap. What? You got your refund? What refund? Oh, were you coming to Dallas too? Trending with shares? Okay, you got me lost now. You got me lost. You gotta tell me what you mean. You gotta tell me what. Here, let me put this up here. Uh, uh, you, you got your refund. Let me show that. Okay. So you seen the title, Live Your Life. Hey, live your life. What's up, Gotten? Glad you made it back through because for this story time. But what you're seeing on the screen is the actual oh goodness, I forget the name of it now, but when every time you start a scene for a movie or you see the number, that's an actual marker, uh, set marker. I can't remember the actual name. Slate. The slate. The slate. See, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. The slate. That is what you call a slate. When you're filming, they say action. They actually use that. And that is actually from me. Oh, you get your income tax. Oh, okay. I feel you trending with shares. I know. I wish I had me some income tax money right about now because I'd be living it up in Dallas come this end of the month. But you know what? Hey, it is what it is, you know. So that's what you call a slate, okay? And a sister was actually on the show Dallas. And like I was saying before I got off of here, there was a shooting at one of the hotels just this past week. And I was gonna mention it when I had time, y'all. I be running, I runs myself raggedy because the sister got to pay bills. You know what I'm saying? I lives a single life. You know, I ain't got no man to fall back on. You know, I did. I have burst. I wish I could say, baby, take the wheel, but I can't. You know what I'm saying? I got to do all this by my own, on my own. But yeah, there was a shooting at a hotel that I filmed at for the show Dallas. So I don't know where I left off, but I'm gonna just pick it up on how I even got on the show, Dallas. Like I said, I've done a lot of things in my life, and from radio, TV, commercials, TV shows, and movie shows, movies. I've done everything in entertainment, for real, for real. Okay, and so when I was working in radio, I had a friend who filmed. He was background. He did background work. He did stunt double work. He did all. He filmed. He was in production. All of that. He was just a round the way guy. And he happened to hit me up one day, and he was like, "Look, sis, I think you would be great to be on this show called Dallas." And I was like, "It's." He was like, "It's coming to Dallas. It's a remix." And I said, "What?" Okay, hold on. I'm checking on. I'm checking to see if we cooking with grease here, y'all. Hold on for a minute. I should have put part two on here so I could know which live I'm actually working with. So hold on, y'all. This thing not even look like it's even live. Y'all put a one in the chat if I'm cooking over here. If we live. Okay, yeah, I see viewership. So hold on. Y'all give me a minute. I gotta do some housekeeping. I gotta do some housekeeping. Hold on. Okay, this one should be the one. Okay, so brother hit me up. He was like, "You should do this show. It's a movie called Dallas." I was like, "Yeah, I remember Dallas when I was a young girl." He said, "Well, they're making a remix of it, and you should send in your photo, your you yada 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 to this information I'm gonna give you." So he did. I sent in a couple of photos, and they weren't even professional photos. And they asked me to come up because they wanted to cast me as a nurse. And I was like, okay, I drove up to Dallas. I ain't bit more know about filming, I didn't know about being on set. And y'all know our sister got a little stage fright. Anyway, I have never been the one to be up front in front of the camera. Okay. Y'all know that story. If you follow me, you should know that story. Okay. So got to Dallas. I was in makeup. They were doing some makeup because I have a little tattoo that was visible, so they had to, cover it up with some makeup. I'm sitting in the makeup chair, and and so this guy walks in, and he's a Jew. Those who say they are Jews but are not. he was a Jewish guy. He walks in and he stops by my chair and he says, "Who are you? Or what's your name?" Something to that effect. He wasn't rude or anything, y'all. And I told my name, and he was like, "She's coming back." And I was like, "Okay." I didn't know what that meant at that time, guys. Okay, had no clue what he meant by "she's come back." I didn't even know he was the head honcho in charge. I didn't know he was the head casting director. And it was so funny, like I was saying in my first live stream that got cut short. I wanted to bring these receipts that that you see, that is a picture up above me, an actual slate from the show Dallas that I filmed on, the second remix of Dallas, because if you remember, the first one had Larry Henderson or Hinderman or something like that. He passed away. Y'all know JR. JR from Dallas. He died. Who shot JR? So Dallas is very, it was a rich show, guys. This was all rich folks, okay? All rich people on the show. So I was the only, like I was saying, it's so funny because I'm always the only the chocolate drop in a situation. I be amongst rich white folks all the doggone time. I don't know how it happened. It just happens. That's not the most, because I be amongst rich black folks too. Okay, but this so happened to be rich white folks. And so when the man said, "You're coming back," he wasn't lying. Okay, he was not lying. I got booked on the show Dallas, and I did the nursing scene, and then I instantly got rebooked on the show Dallas again. And so that's why I was excited and thrilled to go to Dallas. And you know, because when Rollo said he was coming to Dallas, not that I live actually in Dallas, I would be traveling in, but yeah, I was headed. I was gonna be on the scene because we was going to the. I was gonna let them know. Let's go to the Omni Hotel because that's the luxury hotel. Well, it was a shooting at the Omni, but we gonna get into that. Y'all hold on, buckle up tight. I want you to live your life, but I'm going back down memory lane. Yeah, baby, because I was supposed to go to Dallas. Yes, I'm just so disappointed. But life be lifing out here. Life be lifing, okay? And I ain't gonna be the one to try to act like, I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna be the one to try to act like I'm balling shot calling if a sister ain't balling shot calling. A sister balling shot calling on these bills, okay? Okay, so that's why sister can't be up in Dallas this coming end of the month, basically. Spring break, around spring break. So anyway, back to the show Dallas. Let's switch up some of these receipts. Let me see. Let's see. So that's an actual slate from the show Dallas that I got booked on. Several. Let me show y'all some of these rich. Let's see if we can get that up there. So you know, this the restream don't want to restream. And I thought I was doing something with you. I might have to figure something else out. Because you ain't acting right. You ain't acting right. Y'all see these men right here? Y'all see these men? That was when I got called back to be a ranch hand, honey. Ranch hand. You see, I'm the only chocolate drop. That's just a hint of what it looked like on set on the show Dallas. Okay, so these are the background people. I was booked again several times over. And I'm gonna show y'all some more pictures. So y'all just buckle up, hold on tight. We going back down memory lane. And so these two men beside me are not millionaires. No, no, no. These are background actors who were so in love with Dallas, the movie, the show, the TV show Dallas, when it first came out with the real J.R. Ewing, you know, Larry that passed away. Who killed J.R.? Who shot J.R.? They were so fascinated with that show that they came on as background actors to be on the show, the the remake of Dallas, which the new generation, I think that's what it's called, what it was called that I got booked on got canceled. Okay, guys, I walked in there with booking and I got paid until it got canceled. I played several scenes. I mean, they wanted me. I'm gonna have to tell y'all how it really goes down on us. So these two men standing beside me aren't millionaires. Oh no, 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 no. Uh-uh. These two men standing beside me were billionaires. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Billionaires. Okay. And I still know them to this day. That's right. I did several scenes with them. And they were really nice men. But they owned ranches, real ranches. Okay. But they loved the show Dallas so much that they just wanted to participate in the remaking of the show The New Generation Dallas. So I met these two gentlemen on set along with a few other white folks. So this man over here with this green shirt, you're gonna see him. I'm probably show another picture of him giving me a hug. We were outside. We actually were on the ranch that Dallas was filmed on, and we were outside, and his son was outside, and we were like at a dinner party on one scene. And this is why you I am who I say I am. Okay, I'm gonna treat you um like I would treat you if I seen you in person or if I didn't see you in person, right? I'm gonna treat you with a level of respect until you show me otherwise. And when you show me otherwise and you don't treat me with that same level of respect, you can kick rocks, okay, without socks. Okay. But so we were outside filming another scene. And the guy to my whatever side that is, my right, with the green shirt on, both of them, I tell you, are billionaires. Okay. They own ranches and oil. They own Texas tea. Okay, that's what we call it down here in Texas. Texas tea, baby. His son was a redhead, and it was so hot. If you know anything about Texas, in the summertime, it'd be blazing. And if you're a redhead, you gonna get burnt up. You don't even need to be outside for a hot second. Okay. So I noticed his son was so beat red in the face that I was like, I talked to him like I was his mama. Okay. I talked to this little young white like his mama. And I was like, you are burning up. You are going to have, because white folks can get second and third degree burns, sunburns, if you don't know. Now, my mom had us raised around white folks all like, I see it. I can sunburn and all. Look here. I can, baby. I can spot a sunburn coming on a white a person in a heartbeat. I said, you need to get some sunscreen. He was like, ma'am, I don't have no sunscreen, ma'am. And hey, Martin. And he said, ma'am, I don't have no sunscreen. But okay, so if you know anything about a TV set or a TV show, when it's filming, they have it's a lot of moving parts, moving pieces. But they also have aides on set, and they're moving around and they're checking on you or whatever. And so there was an aide that was coming through, and I said, "Excuse me, ma'am." I said, "Do you have some sunscreen?" Now, mind you, I didn't know this guy with the beard, the gray beard and the green shirt. He was standing right at the same table. He was just looking at me, right? And I'm talking to his son, the redhead boy. Now you don't see him in the picture, but I'm just breaking down the story. This is on the set of Dallas, okay? The TV show Dallas, the second generation. So the guy in the beard, both of them are billionaires, okay? Real life billionaires. And so we're outside, and I redhead man, he was a young man. I was young too at the time. Y'all see I was a little slimmer too. I was a little slimmer too. I done put on the weight now. I'm a little thickums now, but hey, baby, it is what it is. So I tell the hand, the person that helps their aides, they're walking around. I said, "Do you have some sunscreen?" sunscreen? And she was like, oh, yes, ma'am. And I was like, oh, I need some sunscreen. And she was like, oh, yeah. And so she gave me these little bottles of sunscreen. So I squirted it on my hands and I'm just rubbing it on the guy's face all on, where I see the red and all that. And I said, now you need to go over there and sit down somewhere until they say action and when you come back to your mark. And he was like, yes, man, yes, man. He's just laughing at me. And then Tex, that's his actual father, was watching the whole situation go down and didn't say, well, I'm still friends with him on Facebook to this day. Him and this other guy next to him. I'm still friends with them on Facebook to this day. Billionaires. Okay? And so Tex, the one in the green shirt, he starts laughing. And he says, well, I believe I done found my second wife. Yes, yes, honey. So after that day, when I took care of son, and his son came back to the table, because it was time for us to film. And after that, man, let me tell you, Tex, this man, he was just the sweetest thing. Loved me ever since then. Every time I would come on set, he want to give me a hug. That's him grabbing. I like, Tex, if you don't leave, he put me down. Tex, he always, come here, girl, give me a hug. And that's how I met two billionaires on the set of Dallas. Okay, so like I said, I had a friend that put me on, and that's why I wanted to go to Dallas, just to reminisce. Um, go back down memory lane. So that's just that. Hold on, y'all. That's just one of my stories set of Dallas. Let me introduce y'all to the lines. Well, when we were outside filming in the cities, the city scape, and we were outside and they had us. It was beautiful. Yeah. So we reminiscing, and I'm gonna make it plain tonight. Okay. We're gonna make it plain tonight. If I can get the skyline up here, it's really pretty. I don't know if the restream gonna act right. This restream, you supposed to be restreaming, okay? Let me see. So there we go. We was outside. That right there. That right there is Dallas, Texas. Y'all give it up for Dallas, Texas. Yeah. Gonna give it up, okay? So we were outside and we were filming, and I believe we filmed twice that day. And one of those scenes was at the Omni Hotel, which we're gonna get into because there was a shooting at the Omni Hotel just this week. Oh my God. Yes, it was. It sounds crazy, don't it? It boggles your mind. Yes, I know. There was a shooting at the Omni Hotel just this week. The Omni Hotel is gorgeous. With me being asked to come back several times, let me let y'all see, because some of y'all probably are not familiar, Dallas. So let me show you the cast of Dallas. Well, not the whole cast, but just their promo. Just the promo, or the not the promo, what they call it, the poster. The poster of the show, the second generation is what I was on. Let me make myself smaller, see if that'll get all the way in there. Okay, so the show that I was on from, I think I got on it on when they went into season 2. Season 2 is when I actually got on the show, and I rode it out all the way through until they got canceled. So this guy right here in the black, remember his face now? He's a cutie pie. Josh, baby. Josh, I believe Josh had a crush on his sister. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you, because every time I stepped on the scene, Josh's eyes was always locked in. He made me so nervous. I had to look up, what does it mean when people stare at you? Yeah, I'm not lying. I'm telling you the truth of the matter. This man stared at me like he was looking through my soul, okay, every time I stepped on the scene. Now, it could have been, now, let me tell you this story because this is so funny. Um, oh, hold on, y'all. I got comments I ain't seeing. Hold on, I'm gonna read your comment, Martin. So, y'all, I didn't know anything about going on no set, none of that. All I knew was about the radio side of the business. I hadn't been introduced to working on a TV show at the time. This is the first, no, wait a minute. Let me think, y'all. I don't want to get my timeline wrong. Yes, this was the first TV show I worked on. And so I don't remember which episode I went. They have something called craft services. If you know, you know, they have something called craft services where it's the food that they feed the actors, the main characters, and then they have craft services for the background. And that's depending on how long you are on set for. Okay, they're going to feed you. If you're only there for a couple of hours, most of the time it's a 12-hour day. Yes. Okay. It's a 12-hour day. So they have craft services, but sometimes people don't do a whole 12 hours. They might be doing a walk on or they just background. Okay. It's levels to this. So I was there all day and it was craft services. They were, it's time to go eat. Now I didn't know that they had a separate tent. This is true story. This is a true story. I didn't know they had a separate tent for the main cast members, right? I didn't know all that. And I didn't know that the background people had their own tent. Cause baby, let me tell you something. It was a big, pretty white tent, y'all, like you might see at a wedding, okay? It was a big old pretty white tent. They said, okay, we're breaking for lunch. So go ahead, get your lunch and then come back and we'll but what are, giving us the instructions and all that, this and that. So I, first of all, y'all have to remember, I told you I was the only Black woman on the set. Okay. I have really a comrade to talk to because yet and still people was snobbish. Okay, except for the ones I showed you. Some people were very snobbish. And so as you enter the building, go ahead to get the thumbs up so we can get this algorithm out there. Go on, hit the thumbs up. And so I didn't have no comrades. So I'm walking where I see some people walking to the tent. I'm just gonna follow the crowd to where they say the food is at. So I follow the crowd, baby. I go into this big old white tent, and they got, the buffets with the warming trays and all that, big old silver, nice warming trays. And at the time, I didn't know nothing about being Israel. I didn't know nothing about dietary law. Well, I did know a little bit about dietary laws because I grew up 7 Adventist, but I know that I wasn't living that life. You know what I'm saying? So they had take them the tops off them warming trays, baby. They had steak and lobster and all kind of just they the tent I was in, yo, the tent I was in, baby. Lord have mercy. I was in the main character's tent. All them actors you see up there, and the main character, Josh, that I told you, he had his eyes on me. Every time I set foot on this set of Dallas, the new generation, his eyes was locked on a sister. And I believe that's how I got pushed up to where I was in scenes with him when it came towards the end of the movie, that era of filming. Y'all think I'm lying? I'm about to show you. I told you I got the receipts. So I don't just boast to be boasting, baby. I got receipts to prove everything I say. I started as a nurse and then I wind up really eating with the big dogs. Okay. So I go into this tent, right? And I swear to God, it felt like I was in 1960s because I get my plate. I'm like, oh, they got some good food to feed us like this. I'm thinking they feeding everybody like this. No, baby, I'm in where the main stars are at. Okay. So I get my food. And that's the first time I believe I seen Josh, the one in the middle with the black on. look at his hair. Remember that hair and his face, the young guy. Okay, we gonna get to the receipts where I believe he pushed me to where I started being in scenes with him. And we're gonna see the Omni Hotel. This is why it's sad. Y'all buckle up, hold on tight, because I'm gonna show y'all just what went down this week in Dallas. The Omni Hotel had a shooting there. So we filmed there for this show, Dallas the New Generation. Just in 2023, I mean 2013, all the way up into 2015 or something like that. So my experiences are not old, not 1950. I have new, fresh. Okay, I'm not speaking on old stuff. Okay, this stuff is fresh. She's so fresh. She's so fresh. Exciting. Okay, y'all. Um, so I'm sitting down. I'm at the table by myself because I didn't realize I was in the stars tent, and all these people looking at me, even Josh, like they probably thought I had the biggest cojones in the world. Like, who is this woman that walked into our area? I didn't know I was in the wrong place, y'all. So there was a black guy, and I was like, I, I have to say, sometimes when we see our own race, even if we don't know them, it just make you feel a little better. You know what I'm saying? It just, that's just me. Maybe it's just me. Okay. So I see this black guy. So I'm thinking he in the same tent. It's because he walking over. You know what I'm saying? He had on a one of those chef white like a catering jacket, but hell, I'm thinking he could just be that probably his costume for work. You know what I'm saying? We acting. So so this black guy walks over to me. He said, "Hey, ma'am," he said, "Are you an actress?" And I said, no, because at the time I was just a background actor. You know what I'm saying? He was like, "Hey, ma'am, are you an actress?" And I was like, "No, no, no." And he said, "You're not an actress?" He said, and I was like, "No, no, no. I'm just a background worker." He said, "Well, how are you in this tent?" And that's how I found out. To be more careful. That's how I found out a sister was sitting in the wrong tent. I'm sitting amongst the celebrities, y'all. Oh, holla back if you hear me. He said, "You're not an actress and you're sitting in here. Nobody has said anything to you, ma'am." And I was like, "No." And he turns before he leaves. He says, "Ma'am," he says, "you are an actress." Lord have mercy, y'all. I can't make this up. I can't make it up. I said, oh. And so I thought, I was like, I couldn't even eat no more of my food, y'all. Because now I'm nervous. Because now I understand some of the stares. Like they were thinking, but no, none of those actors came to say anything. And nobody removed me from the area. You hear what I say? So Josh, the one in the middle, he was a star, the headliner. Um, he will always have his eyes locked up on the system. Okay. So I continue to be cast on this show, Dallas. Okay. And so let me see what else I can show y'all right quick. Some more receipts real quick. That's why I was so excited to go to Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Um, let's see. So let's pull up the Omni Hotel. Let me see if I can pull up this picture. So this is where I was so excited, y'all. Do y'all know when you're on TV, when it's your first time, you're like a little kid, just like you see on those movies where artists hear their song on the radio for the first time, and they're like, turn the music down. I'm on TV. We're on TV. Or I'm on the radio. Baby, y'all are looking at a picture I took from the TV when I was watching the episode. I said, there I am. I'm at that's the Omni Hotel in Dallas. So we had a scene at the Omni Hotel. Now I had made it from being just amongst people to where you don't get to be in the scenes with the actual stars unless there's levels to background work, okay? There's levels to it because once you get moved up to being the background for the lead in the movies, Okay, then you start getting speaking roles, right? And that's where I was headed. And then the show got canceled. So this is me. I was at home, and as you can see the TV screen, y'all, in the wall behind the TV. I was so excited. I was like, there I am. I'm on TV. Y'all know that's me because I always wear big curly hair. Okay. And I was like, there's me. I'm on TV. I'm on TV. So I started taking pictures of the TV screen. Okay. And so let's pull up Josh, because he started, like I said, it had to be him. It had to be him. Nobody else but him. He would have me in the same scenes as him. So let me pull up one where he had me where I was walking behind him. So y'all remember that picture of him on the casting poster? This is Josh Henson. And he played the lead in the show Dallas. And if you see anyone who's in a star, I'm not talking about like at a stadium full of people, not because half of those are AI generated. And this was before, I mean, AI was still, or they had fillers with cardboard people. It's a whole mess of stuff they do to make big stadiums look like it's full of people. I'm talking about if you are actually in the midst of the celebrity, like I'm like 2 feet away from him. That's not by coincidence. That's not by coincidence. That's they feel comfortable. Somebody to put in a word, and they move you from way, way back up yonder all the way to the front. Do you hear me? So that's me, and that's Josh. He's running his line, but that day, I ain't gonna lie. Let me tell y'all. Y'all ready for a secret? Y'all don't go tell nobody this, y'all. Don't y'all go run and tell nobody this, okay? We all up in the Omni Hotel. I'm suited and booted, baby. I was suited and doggone booted because you had to look rich, okay? I was suited and booted. I had that briefcase purse, and I was looking cute, okay? We had to look. This is the show Dallas. These people had money, okay? They was the richest family in Dallas. And so I was suited and beauty. My hair was big and curly. I ain't never what conformed. If I wear straight hair, that's because I want to, but I prefer my afro. I rocks rough and puff, baby, with my afro puff, baby. Okay, I didn't care where I was at. I didn't care if they was calling me back. Do you hear me? To be amongst no Caucasians. You gonna get this afro today. Okay? You gonna get this afro. I was cute with my afro. Baby, they put me dead front and center by Josh. But let me tell you something. Y'all don't tell nobody. Y'all don't run no tell. We're going back down memory lane because I sure wanted to go and go sightseeing from whence I was filming in Dallas. Yes, I did. I was going to show everybody, yes, this is where I was filming at. This is the Omni Hotel. This is the best hotel in Dallas, if you ask me. Okay. I was amongst the rich white folks. I can tell you if you want to know luxury, baby. Okay. I got you. We was at the Omni Hotel. Everybody's waiting. We waiting for the stars to come out. But this scene is just me. Okay. It's just me. I'm waiting. And I'm waiting for Josh because it's Josh. That's the main character right here. And it maybe was another person or two, but I'm the one like 3 feet from Josh. I'm in when you in scene in the frame like that close, baby. Somebody put you there. Do you hear me? Are y'all listening? So anyway, I think I went over that before. We waiting for Josh to come out. Now I ain't never been like crushing on. I don't even know if Josh is fully white. I cannot tell you. But let me tell you something. If y'all could see that suit he got on, I mean, he wore that suit he got on, and I believe he got a little. I believe Josh had a little black in him. I believe he got a little black soul, something flowing in his bones. Okay. Because he got off that elevator. We waiting for Josh to come on scene because he got to run his lines, right? And they tell him, this your mark. You're going to walk from here. They briefing me where I'm going to walk. You're going to cruise right behind Josh. Don't bump him. No, they didn't say all that. But you know not to bump into the doggone celebrities. But this is how far you going to be away from Josh. Y'all see me right there in the background. Okay. And I'm like, okay. So the woman over there, she telling me where my one is. If anybody knows your mark, go back to one. If you know anything about acting and filming, and if you don't, and you try to front like you know, I'm gonna know you don't know, because I've been there, done that. Okay, you can't front on me. Okay, don't stunt on me. Okay. So she's telling me where my mark is and where I'm gonna end up at, right? And so I'm like, yeah. Baby, that elevator doors opened up. The elevator doors opened up. Here come Josh. I swear he was pimping. I swear he was walking like Obama. I swear Josh was pimping like Obama in that suit. Everybody eyes stopped and watched Josh. That's how you know. Have you ever heard of the it factor? Have anybody ever heard of the it factor? When somebody have the it factor, they just got it. They got it like that. It's all over. He came out the elevator pimping, and everybody stopped and froze. Okay, even me. I was like, what the hell? What the hell is going on here? Somebody call 911. Somebody call 911. Cause this suit is a crime. It's a crime for this man to look this good in this doggone suit. The tailoring was tailoring. Okay? This suit was tailored so it looked like it was a glove made to fit him. This suit was not oversized. These people had money on this show. Okay, y'all. This was not no low budget production. They had money. The suit was tailoring. Okay. Josh came out there and I could see him switch from himself, like he could hang with the homeboys on the block. Cause that walk, he been somewhere with some black folks. And I'm gonna tell you how I know he was hanging with black folk. I'm gonna tell you another. Matter of fact, I already told you that scene, but I'm gonna bring y'all back to that scene. I knew he'd been hanging around black folk, okay? Because the way he came walking out that elevator, smooth in that suit, I knew he had been hanging with black folks. So he had some black floating in that blood somewhere, simply from that walk, okay? I seen him. Everybody was froze. Seemed like we frozen time. And then them damn eyes went to lock. And I said, well, look at here. So I'm looking. So it was action. So I'm doing my walk. I walk past Josh. Let's get another one where I walk past Josh to my next mark. Hold on. Let me get that one up. I'm walking past him. Okay, y'all see where I'm at. Pay attention. I'm gonna be behind him. He gonna turn his head to look at me and lock his eyes on me. Hold on. And he did it every single time a sis was on set. That's why I believe he told them folks, get that chocolate drop on set. Okay. Now I'm walking past. Now you see I walk past and his head is all the way turned. All the way turned. I'm walking to my next mark. And but I'm paying attention because he's speaking, because this is filming. This is when we were filming, right? If I can find this, I wish I can find this scene, but I don't remember what episode number that was. But I remember what episode number that was. It'll be on the public. I done walked past him. He got his eye. You see, I'm happy with that. I was suited and booted. I had that green shirt on and that little it was like a short lapel jacket, and that purse, baby, with gold straps. Baby, they had me looking like I had money. Okay. But I'm walking past, and that man right there in the back, he was like a hit man right here. This guy, he was another main actor in the back. But Josh, when he ran his lines, he was smooth with it. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. So that was my my scene, one of my scenes on the show Dallas, and with Josh Henson. Yeah, and this brother, I knew he had to hung out with black folks because when we did the scene, when I told y'all we did that scene when I was on a ranch, and it was this scene right here. Matter of fact, I'll show you this picture with me and Tex, the billionaires. Okay, remember I told you I met 2 billionaires on set. Two of them. Matter of fact, let me just bring up that picture with two of them. They live in Texas right now. Still friends today on Facebook. Okay. Let me see. Um, when we were outside at it was like a swanky party, but we was on the ranch, so we was the ranch hands, and I was in the middle. You see, I was always a chocolate drop, baby. But the guy with the beard, I told you that's Tex. Both of them is billionaires, not millionaires, billionaires. Oil, Texas tea. Okay, Texas doggone tea. They got it like that. And so when we were outside, Josh came on set, but he brought what is the it's a professional football team. Oh, Lord have mercy. And you know I'm wrong for this. Y'all gonna eat me up for this. He brought two guys from the Dallas Cowboys on set to be in this, and as I that these was his buddies, his his buddies. Josh, the one I was on set with, the one that they put me right in close proximity. This right here, this was another thing. I was in close proximity. I was like 3 tables down from Josh, and he brought his black buddies from the Dallas Cowboys on set. And there was another, it was a white guy. He was, I can't remember his name. Troy Aikman. Who is Troy Aikman, y'all? Was that name? I believe it was Troy Aikman who was on set that day. We was outside filming this swanky hotel. I mean, this swanky party, and baby, I was right there. That day it was cold, but we had to make it look like it was summertime. Okay, it was freezing cold outside, y'all. Y'all know nothing about filming. Y'all know nothing about film. I'll have to let you know. That's why I was gonna go back down memory lane, y'all. Let me see what let me go down these comments real quick. Peace and blessings to you too, Martin. Peace and blessings. Yes, indeed. I never see white people try to. Hold on, let me see and put that up here and make it bigger. Cause I'm on my phone, y'all. Hold on, did I show it? Y'all comments be tiny. And there's a delay. You never seen white people what? Okay, let me keep it going. I'm gonna just put it up there. Oh, Forever Studios came through the building. Never seen. Oh my gosh, I did not. If I put that up there twice, y'all forgive me. I don't like how they do their comments on this. For real, for real. Blessings, blessings, Forever Studios. How you doing this evening? That's right, baby. I was on. I don't know if it came on TNT, Martin. It came on major network. And I ran it from the first time I set foot on as a nurse. That head guy, when he said she's coming back, he meant that with all his heart. Okay, because I was on every show, every episode of Dallas, the New Generation, every episode. And this is a let me show y'all another picture of me. I have a dance scene. We did a scene that we was in the club. They had a club scene, child, and guess who was there? Josh. I tell you, I believe. To tell you the truth, I think he had a crush on a sister. He was crushing a sister. He was like, let me get that energy around me. Put that chocolate drop right here in the mist. I ain't lying. I ain't blowing my own horn, but okay. Okay. I ain't blow it. The horn blowed itself. I ain't lying. I have every receipt to show you what I'm talking about, baby. Okay. Let me see. There was another one. Y'all, I need to get back to the gym. Every time I look at these pictures, make me wanna I need to head back to the gym. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if this will come up. This Restream just been acting. Ooh. It just act like it don't wanna get right. Can't get right. I don't even know what that scene was, but that was another scene from Dallas. You know, I was always trying to look like a country girl. I just didn't have a ah, but that was me. Child, that was so many pounds ago. So many pounds ago. Okay, I gotta get back to the gym. Let's see. But I'm bringing up that, and I showed you the Omni Hotel because, like I said, my gosh, these are my days filming on set on the show Dallas. That's the real slate from the show. Those are the real numbers. And what was that? Was that episode 10? I can't remember what. I can't see. You see the numbers up top that they write that in on top with the black. I think that says episode 10 right there. You know what? Live your life. Hey, this make me want to just, because you know when I was doing that, when I was filming and in commercials and things like that, I wasn't thinking about no devil stuff. You know, I wasn't. What year was these photos? This was 2000. These photos were between 2000 and 13 to 2014, 15. Um, Hold on. Did I show that? You asked that question. Yeah. So hold on. I mean, they're not that long ago. Maybe what, 15 years ago, 10 years ago. I need to get back in the gym, honey. Was that why you asking for Ever Studios? uh, uh-huh. I was yeah. So look, the show still was in the 2000s. You know what I'm saying? 2014. I believe they ran from 2014 to 2000. It had to be. Well, let me not say they ran from that time. I was on the show from 2014 to around 2000, the end of 2015. Yeah, because you see, from that show, I started doing other things. I was in movies. I worked with Adam Sandler. Um, I worked I worked in a slave movie, guys. Um, it was actually and that was funny too. That had a funny story behind it. Let me see. I can't. He was asking about these pictures if it'll come up. Look here, I can't be doing a restream. I don't know. I like some of the features on here, but it really don't be acting right. It be pausing the video, the muting the video. It did too much. But anyway, if y'all want to see the pictures that Forever Studios is talking about, y'all can rewind this video. And what the heck was I about to say? Yeah, so I was in a movie called Dark. Um, what was that movie called? It was not a movie. Actually, it was like a drama series on TV. and it was filmed like close to San Antonio, Texas. And we were actually, let me tell you guys something. Let me tell you something. It was a period piece, if you know what that means. And if you don't, it was a slave movie. It was a depiction of, oh, what was it called? My goodness. I've been on a lot of stuff, guys. So forgive me if I don't remember every name of every movie or commercial I've been in, but and it'll come to me. It was like, I want to say Dawson's Creek, but it wasn't Dawson's Creek, but it was something Creek, something Creek. And it was a period piece. So that means that all of the costumes that you were going to wear were going to be actual costumes or actual clothing that would take place in that time. Do you understand? So everything was organic, original. And so I had a friend that once I started filming on, you're going to have these type of friends, people. People, you can tell people, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm trying to do this. And they just, they'll blow you off until they see you on TV or until they see you doing it. And then they want to do it, right? But so I had a friend who wanted to get into acting, and I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna be cast in this show. If you want to come down, I'm sure I can get you on. Because by the time I finished working on the set of Dallas, I had made connections, and the studio head, the head guy, he had told other studios, and people talk. So he had told other people about my work ethic and things of that nature. So it was easy for me to book a gig, right? It was easy. And I told my friend about it. And so that's a whole nother story too. That's a story within a story, but I'm gonna just share the part of the story where she wanted to get in. So I got her in. So we went down, and we were slaves in this movie. And baby, they said we went to wardrobe. And so we got into wardrobe, and then they did our hair. They put our hair in braids, and just like a slave movie, like you seen them slave movies, right? But when they put those when they put those doggone slave dresses on us, y'all, I ain't gonna lie, it almost brought me to tears. It almost brought me to tears. They put them dresses on us. They, first and foremost, you had petticoats. And they long, and let me tell you something, they were heavy. You might watch a movie. They might show you the movie Roots, or they might show you movies of slave movies, and you get pissed off first and foremost of the treatment of how our people was treated, right? You gonna get pissed off. But if you was ever to act in that movie and actually have to wear the real period piece, not something that some movies, they might show slave movies and slaves, but they don't have the real garments on. That's why in the Oscars and stuff like that, some people win Oscars for the costumes and design, because especially if it says it's a period piece, these people actually, they study the period, they study what actually was worn in that time frame, and so therefore, the costumes are or that's not the word I want to use, not original, not organic, but what's the word, y'all? What's the word I'm looking for? They fit that time frame. Baby, when I tell you they put all that on, and it was still raggedy, it still looked like you were poor, but it was so freaking heavy. And then we went on set. And this was in Texas, y'all. When I tell you, I believe some people love to to be in those period movies because they want to, they have some kind of hate in their hearts or something, for real, for real. And some people don't, okay? But we were in, they had a whole town that looked like the Wild Wild West, y'all. And them dresses were so freaking heavy. And when we went outside, it was so hot. And I caught myself thinking about my ancestors, like, this was hell on earth. Could you imagine? You couldn't even imagine being outside picking cotton in the outfits we had on. I know they was burning up. Do you hear me? And, and it was one time that my friend was like, because she didn't understand how long the work days were on set. So she was like, "Well, I'm ready to go. Let's just go, let's just go." And she just kept worrying me, and I knew that that would look bad on me for me to cut out. But this woman worried me. That's why I said that story about us working on that slave movie. Dawson's, no, it's not Dawson's Creek. It's something Creek. It's something Creek. Um, she worried me so bad on set about leaving, and I was like, okay, let's just go. We'll, when they go to do the next scene, we'll just cut out. Y'all, I said, and then it was getting nighttime. It was like, it was like dusk. You know how it's almost dark, but not quite dark. I said, we're gonna cut out when they get the rest of the, when they rally up. Hold on, y'all. Let me call. When they rally up these other people, we're gonna cut out. And so that's what we did. So we snuck out and we snuck down and around back. Now we wasn't gonna steal their clothes because we looked like runaway slaves, right? And so we was gonna go to the wardrobe, get out their clothes, get our clothes, and we was down the road, okay? And so we get out. I don't know who in the heck told the casting directors them that we had left, right? And that we had ran out the back. Guys, it felt like we was runaway slaves for real, because we was cutting through the grass alleyway, cutting through the and all of a sudden we hear, hey, y'all come back here, y'all come back here. And my friend, she was like, keep running, keep going, let's go. And I like, yeah, let's go. No, y'all need to come back. It felt like we was runaway slaves for real. And I was like, let's just go and sign out the right way and tell them we out of here. And my friend was like, no, we just can go. I said, no, because that's gonna hurt my reputation because I was still filming and stuff. I said, no, let's go back and tell them we gotta go. And so we get back and they were like, we getting ready to cut. And they were like, y'all want to leave? And I was like, yeah, we're gonna go. And they said, well, we have a scene tomorrow. Do y'all think y'all gonna be back for tomorrow's scene? And my friend looked at me and they probably felt the vibe too. And I was like, I probably not. Let me tell y'all something. I said, and plus I drove all the way from, out of town, and we were just coming to do this one day. And they were like, we really need y'all to come back. Because we want to put y'all back in another scene. And so I was like, no, I don't think we can come back. So we turned our stuff in, got our clothes and everything, right? What's good, young RZA? We turned our stuff in and got our clothes and stuff. And so I'm driving, and that's when I had my Armada. I should have kept that Armada notched in there. Probably have 100,000 plus miles on it by now. But we're driving. I get this phone call, and it's from the casting director. And she's like, "Are y'all still close?" Hold on, y'all. Y'all know I be hitting a million buttons. Okay. Hello, Willie D. Hello, Willie D. Is that white girl still in your business? Wait a minute, Willie D. Oh, from work. Willie, you funny. No, she ain't in my business though. But that was over the weekend. You too funny. But so I get a phone call, and it's the casting director, and she's like, are y'all still in town? And I was like, yeah, we're headed out. And she's like, well, we really wanted you to come back to film tomorrow. If I put you in a hotel and we cater your food and you can order whatever you want and we give you gas money when you leave out for tomorrow, would you please come back? And and I had her on speaker, and I looked at my friend, and she looked, and she was looking pitiful, y'all. And I said, "Look, what you want to do?" And she's like, she really could not hang. And plus she wasn't I don't know. Some people, I don't want to go that route, but um, and then the lady just kept adding on more and more accommodations, y'all. She kept adding on more and more accommodations. We couldn't pass it up. We was like, okay, we turned around. They put us in a nice hotel. We had food. We was catered to, and we did the little show the next day and burnt out. But um, I have so many stories to tell. But I wanted to talk about Dallas because I wanted to make that trip up there, but it looks like I won't be making that trip due to things that went down. Things that went down. Yeah, they call it the bill man, the bill collector. The bill collector need his money. Okay, so a sister ain't gonna be doing no shows. But I appreciate y'all coming through. This was fun just to talk. Let me go back up here because I know I missed some of what you guys were saying. Let me see. Hold on. Okay, I think I read all that. Yeah, I think I read that. All right. Yeah, guys. So I'm up out of here. Live your life. Hey. It just makes me want to. Oh, that's what I was going to say too before I get out of here. It makes me want to just do that again because it was fun. It wasn't like we hear about it or like it is or like it has turned out to be. I think really when you dancing with the devil is when you make it up so high in that industry. Um, because down where I was at, it was just doing it for you get a paycheck, but you ain't get no big, paychecks like that. They were okay. But it was more for the experience of it all and the fun of it all and meeting people and things of that nature. Makes me want to do it again. Because now I know what to look out for and who to look out for, right? All right, guys, I wanted to come on and tell you go ahead and live your life in much, much love.